things I did not do. First time I got beat by the police, I was 11 years old. Since then, multiple police officers, multiple sheriffs from Orange County sheriffs to LA County sheriffs, multiple police divisions from LAPD to other police, other law enforcement, California Department of Corrections, correctional officers. Um, I done dealt with crooked DAs, setting me up, denying me evidence, falsifying evidence. I've had crooked judges um, withholding evidence from me, lying on the bench, yada yada. The thing about the government is they the government. They the ones with the guns and money and the power. So you pretty much helpless. And I know y'all don't understand this because you never really dealt with this. And that's why I brought this document. It says Declaration and Affidavit by Prisoner Witnesses. In other words, these people are just a few of the people who witnessed correctional officers beating on me, torturing me, trying to kill me. I need y'all to really listen and pay attention because I have to read this document in full. It's 5 pages, but it's not a whole lot of words. And it begins like this. I have been a witness to one or more of the listed incidents. I have witnessed CDCR employees using harassing cell searches against Jared Martin. I have witnessed correctional officers use excessive or unnecessary force on Jared Martin. I have witnessed CDCR correctional officers threaten to give Jared Martin staff assaults, meaning lie and say Mr. Martin attacked a correctional officer. I have witnessed correctional officers harass, threaten, or abuse Mr. Martin. I have witnessed nursing staff and CDCR correctional employees deny Jared Martin medical treatment. I have witnessed CDCR correctional officers attempt to have Mr. Martin murdered. I have witnessed correctional officers not respond to Jared Martin's call, man down, which means Mr. Martin was asking for emergency medical assistance. I have witnessed CDCR correctional officers refuse to let anyone push Mr. Martin in his wheelchair. I have witnessed correctional officers place Jared Martin's life in danger by not providing a black ADA worker to assist him. I have witnessed correctional officers see Jared Martin fall down and not properly assist him. I have witnessed correctional officers prevent or interfere with Jared Martin getting his medication. I have witnessed medical staff in prison not give Mr. Martin his medicine. I have witnessed Mr. Martin getting cussed out by nursing staff. I have witnessed medical staff refuse to treat Jared Martin's medical condition. I have seen Mr. Martin neglected and or disrespected by both medical staff in prison and by correctional officers. I have witnessed Mr. Martin being treated bad or being mistreated by both medical and correctional officers. I have either seen Jared Martin being treated bad by correctional officers or by by medical staff or by CDC correctional officers. I have witnessed CDCR employees not provide Jared Martin proper ADA services. I have witnessed correctional officers pass up Jared Martin at shower time or refuse to give him showers completely. I have witnessed Jared Martin being denied services provided to other ADA prisoners. I have witnessed Jared Martin denied items or services given to prisoners in general. I have witnessed correctional officers try to make Mr. Martin take his jacket, clothes off at night or at other times when it was cold. These incidents were not searches. Other inmates were allowed to stay dressed. This was an attempt to torture and freeze Mr. Martin by California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation employees. I have been a witness to more of these events, which lead me to believe Jared Martin has been under constant attack by CDCR employees. Together, these events appear to be continual and ongoing abuse and harassment of Jared Martin. The way I have witnessed CDCR employees treat Mr. Martin is cruel and unusual punishment. On one or more of occasions, I have witnessed Mr. Martin being treated worse than most other prisoners. the one or more incidents when I have seen or witnessed Mr. Martin being mistreated, I am in agreement with or almost certain, or that I can say from what I have witnessed, correctional officers and medical staff may be torturing and terrorizing Jared Martin, that his life may be in danger. Prison staff, employees, and CDR officials may be trying to kill him. I am or may be witnessing Jared Martin a victim of unconstitutional prison torture. I cannot say for sure or know for sure all of these things. I can say I have been the witness to most or one or more of the events described in this affidavit. I will be placing my name and contact information within this affidavit. These is prisoners that came forward. They done internal affairs interviews. They done CDC 602 grievances and complaints, and they came out and they said they seen the police beating on me and torturing me and denying me medical treatment. I don't have to make this stuff up. Unfortunately, this was just the last couple of years that I was in prison. But this has been going on ever since I was 11 years old. Multiple DAs, multiple judges, multiple quote-unquote law officials been setting me up, beating me, torturing me, and trying to murder me and send me and put me in prison the rest of my life for things that I have not done. And this is page 4 of the document that I'm about to read to y'all. And it says, by inserting name, CDC number, cell number, and additional contact information needed in case you are released from prison, Jared Martin, his attorney, or other of Mr. Martin's representatives may contact you for lawsuits, prison reform, or any other such items bearing on this document, including being called to be a witness to testify in court. And it says, line 9, I declare on the penalty of perjury the above is true and correct to the best of my knowledge. This document was signed over multiple dates, over multiple individuals, and I will say their names to you. Albert Mitchell, CDCR number BB3207. Meeks, BJ3275. Dennis Frazier. Frazier, his last name's Frazier, spelled Frazier. CDCR number AX3250. Kateran Lee. His first name is spelled Kiteran. Last name Lee, Lee. His CDCR number is P53331. Ricky Harvey. First name spelled Ricky, Rickee. Last name Harvey, like Steve Harvey. His CDCR number is AS784. Page, signatures. Another individual who witnessed this, his name is Jonathan Fry. Last name Fry is spelled Frye. His CDCR number is AU5648. Another individual who witnessed the police beating me, torturing me, trying to murder me, and denying me medical treatment. His name is Scott. Did you say Scott? No, Scott. And his number is G26345. Another one is S. Tipton. That's it. He just gave his first initial of his first name. S. Tipton. And Tipton is spelled like Lee Tipton, Tipton. And his CDCR number, that's our prison numbers, is AX1272. Now, I do have another separate affidavit that have other individuals' names on it, but I'm not going to go into that one right now because it's unnecessary. But I will show you another document. These individuals did not have a chance to put their signatures on it because they had us in a hole for stuff we didn't do. Some of the people did some stuff, but most of us didn't, including me. I was in the hole for things I didn't do. The police beat me up and they put me in the hole, and then they tried to give me a case and tried to act like I attacked them. And these individuals were seen when the police was back there beating on me and torturing me and denying me medical treatment. Geronimo Sanchez. Geronimo is spelled with a J. His CDCR number is VO4322. Hassan Hall. His name is, you spell his first name Hassan, Hall. Last name Hall. His CDCR number is BJ0122. Another individual that witnessed him beating me, torturing me, murdering me, trying to kill me, not feeding me, denying me medical treatment. His name is Demarie Mackey. Demarie is spelled Demarie, Mackey, Mackey. His prison number is K59070. Gabriel Diaz, Timothy Mosley, Thomas Knight, Lamar Love, Rob Jackson, Lamar Brooks, Gregory Washington, Cornell Davis, Vandal Johnson, and Kay Allen, Jonathan Hurt are all witnesses to me being denied medical treatment, police abusing me, assaulting me, and trying to murder me. And I will say their numbers, their last names and CDCR numbers accordingly. Diaz's number is BL8062. Mosley's number is BL6333. Knight's number is BD9045. Love's number is K35400. Rob Jackson's number is AL1364. Lamar Brooks' number is AA2533. Gregory Washington's number is F44667. Cornell Davis' number is AW7860. Vandal Johnson's number is AG1099. Allen's number is K41879. Jonathan Hurt's number is T69376. As I said before, I have other names on other affidavits and other witness lists. But these people have decided to come forward because from what all of them will tell you, or at least most of them will tell you, because people have been in different degrees in different situations in different prisons, but they will tell you that my situation is the most extreme that they have ever seen with their own eyes. At first, when I told them the police was trying to murder me, they didn't believe it. But then they was a witness for themselves, and that's why they all decided to come forward and sign their names to these declarations and affidavits and give me their information, and I have been willing to come to court and testify, whether it behalf on lawsuits, prison reform, legislation, or even prosecuting the police, which is something that y'all know prisoners don't normally do. They don't normally do it, but they did it for me because they're trying to keep the police from murdering me. Now, I have to go meet with a lady named Miss White today at the parole office. Miss White wanted to meet with me for no reason. She's not my parole officer. The lady just jumped on the phone and started talking crazy to me just for no apparent reason. Now she keeps saying, come down here and come down here. Come down here for what? And then we talked on the telephone 3 times, and every time we get on the phone, all she do is talk crazy to me. She threatened to violate me for what? I haven't done anything. But this is part of the corruption that's within the law enforcement. This is part of the abuse and the slavery and the civil rights violations, and the part how you witnessed George Floyd being murdered and Rodney King being beaten. We not making this stuff up. Nobody not making this stuff up. Unfortunately, y'all lawmakers, especially like Kamala Harris. If y'all didn't know that, Kamala Harris used to be a district attorney here in California. Kamala Harris and Joe Biden is responsible for locking up more minorities than anybody in America. Joe Biden wrote the crime bill back in the 1990s. That was the federal crime bill. So between Kamala Harris locking up all the black people in California and Joe Biden locking up all the black people across the country, again, they're responsible for all this torture and abuse and civil rights violations and murders that they lied to you black people and Mexicans and tell y'all that they trying to rescue you from the Republicans. They're not trying to rescue you from the Republicans. They're part of the crooked, corrupt system that don't do nothing but beat and murder and set up black people, incarcerate black people under false pretenses. And if you did happen to do something, they give you 5, 6, 7 more times than they did white people. You got black people that have been given life in prison for stealing the slice of pizza, And you got white people that went out there and raped somebody and get 3 months in jail. That's what Joe Biden and Kamala Harris and these so-called Democrats is doing to y'all. Now, I have to say this again. I'm not a Republican. I'm absolutely not a Republican. I'm not a Trump supporter, so please don't try to label me that as such. But what I am is an old black man. An old black man that been beat up, tortured, murdered, and had several attempts on my life by so-called law enforcement and judges and district attorneys. And that was happening way before Donald Trump got into office. I live in California, so-called state that care about all the black people and the minorities, but we got the most prisons of everybody in every state in the United States. These so-called Democrats that's supposed to be so much in love with black people and Mexicans built a whole bunch of prison systems, built a whole correctional system that ain't doing nothing but locking up blacks and Mexicans. I live in South Central. I just got out the joint. Black people is 13% of the population, but make up more than half of the percentage of the people incarcerated. Our numbers, the black numbers, you can take the white numbers, the Mexican numbers, Chinese numbers, and every other numbers, put them together, and they still ain't gonna add up to how many black people it locked up. It still ain't gonna compare to how many times you see the black people getting murdered out here in the street by the police. Was that happening when Barack Obama was president? You better know it was. Did Barack Obama do anything about it? You better know he didn't. What have Joe Biden done? They told y'all go out there and burn and loot up everything. Then they turned around and let the people burn, sit you in prison for that. It's a propaganda machine that they got going. You think Joe Biden don't know about all these police up in these prisons and stuff, beating on people and murdering people and torturing people? You think they don't know about that? But no, they ain't doing nothing about that. You know what they doing? They bringing people across the border. Now hold on. You got black people in your country being beaten, murdered, shot down in the street by the police. You got all this homelessness and poverty in this United States, and then you got the nerve to invite 7 million more homeless people into this country when you ain't doing nothing for the homeless people that's here already. That's the game and that's the gimmick. You want to know what they're doing? They're trying to get some more people in here so they can vote Democrat. So they selling you out, American citizen. They're beating you, they're oppressing you, American citizen, and inviting some more people into this country that think they ain't going to get beat in the press just because they want to come up here and live the American dream. But the American dream is a nightmare. And it's like that all across the world. You see this gray hair? I told you I'm in California. I meet people from all around the world. All around the world. It's 190 countries on this planet. Over 190 countries. I done met people from Russia. I done met people from real Africans, bones in their noses. I done met people who used to live in the Amazon jungle and eat monkeys and snakes and stuff. But you want to know why they come to America? They come to America because it's better than where they was at. That's number one. But they come here because America got all the money. But if America ain't going to do nothing with all the money except run over black folks, what y'all going to do? Now, people keep saying, well, maybe if you stop talking about it, they wouldn't be doing you like this. Do you think I was talking like this when 11 years old when they was whooping on me for nothing? Let me tell you something, black man, black woman, black children, black family. Either you're going to not say nothing and get whooped on and beaten, murdered, and get your rights deprived of you and have everybody else getting treated better than you in the country that you done built. Or you're going to speak out and you're going to step up and you're going to say, white man, you better get your foot off my neck. You're going to get these chains off me. And you're going to stop bringing everybody to this country that I done built and treat them better than me. And I have to say this also, too, because I'm going to hurry up and let it go. I'm not racist, not Republican, Democrat. I'm a Christian pastor. But it ain't but 3 races on the earth. It's whites, blacks, and Asians. And everything else is a subdivision of those 3 races. It's mixed people. Ain't but 3 races on this earth. So when you start talking about, oh, I'm Indian this and I'm Native this and yada, 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 is you a black Indian or is you a white Indian? Is you a black Native or you an Asian Native? Anything that ain't got this black skin and this nappy hair, not African. Y'all need to stop trying to act like that they finna give it a look out for you, because they not. Black man, black woman, black children, black family. They sitting here beating you and abusing you and trying to murder you, and they've been doing this for decades. And you got the nerve to try to keep trying to side with Joe Biden that's bringing some more white folks in this country. Yeah, they might come from Chile or Peru or Brazil or whatever they come from, but they white. Y'all better stop letting them people play you for your food and stop letting them people play games with you. Because Joe Biden and Kamala Harris don't have no intention to do anything for you at all. Their whole goal is to get more money and more power. I need y'all to step up. Start to better protect and take better care of your families. Start taking better care of your wife and your children. I need you to get some jobs and educate yourself. And you need to fight the power that be. I'm sorry. The system that America built, that built upon oppression, Barack Obama wasn't the answer. He showed y'all that. He got in there, got his money, and bonked out on y'all. Y'all was so happy you had a black president. What did he do for you? What is Kamala Harris doing for you right now? The only people that Joe Biden and Kamala Harris is concerned with is the people that's finna help them get more money and more power. Crime, the drugs, the police brutality, and the assaults and the oppression against black people in America continues to go forward, and ain't none of them did nothing about it, and it's time for you to do something about it. I'm sorry, but I'm not just gonna sit up and let no white man beat me and abuse me and set me up and murder me and not say nothing and not do nothing about it. So I need to inform you, American government, LAPD, Kamala Harris, and all the rest of y'all that keep acting like you finna do whatever you finna do with me. You're not gonna do whatever you gonna do with me.